People are traveling more and more again. It's so great. But with traveling more, that means you might get stuck in an airport soon. You wanna make sure you got food so you don't have to turn to fast food. Well, I got 5 perfect snack ideas that I think you're gonna love. I'm Juli Bauer Roth, the food, fitness, and lifestyle blogger behind PaleoMG. Welcome to my channel. I'm here to share my favorite food, fitness, and wellness tips to help you live your best day in life. Since so many of us are traveling again, I'm going to Cabo soon for our baby moon. So excited. Well, I wanted to talk about travel snacks because we've all been stuck in the airport at some point and we have to figure out where to eat. Sometimes airports have amazing options. Here in DIA, which I don't love our airport, but we have things like Root Down, we have Modern Market, we have some really great healthier options. I've also found really great options in Atlanta, and then you'll get stuck in a really sketchy airport and it has 0 options. Even the little tiny cafes or markets hardly have any snacks. Maybe you can find a Laura bar if you're lucky, but oftentimes you're just gonna have to eat some Chex Mix. That's about it. So I always love to pack snacks with me to ensure I have different types of options depending on my mood and depending on my hunger level, and then I don't have to not only buy food when I'm there, but then I don't have to turn to some of those crappier options. So I wanted to show you what I love. Now, first up, let's start with protein. Obviously, we need protein to sustain our energy, but it's also gonna fill you up. It's gonna keep you satiated longer. So what I like to turn to is Epic jerky. Now, some of their jerky I don't love. They have like a fish jerky, pass. But a sweet and savory one I can get behind. So they have their bison and uncured bacon bites. And what's gonna make it a little bit sweet is they have raisins in it. So they add a little bit of dried fruit. So it just doesn't have that extra sugar in it that oftentimes different brands put in there. It's gonna be a natural source of sugar and it's gonna fill you up, it's gonna keep you satiated, and it's a good little protein pack, which is especially helpful if you're trying to hit your protein numbers every day and you're traveling. So jerky is one of those great options. Check out Epic brand because you're gonna see in their ingredients list that it's much cleaner than other jerky brands out there. Really keep an eye on that because a ton of jerky out there has lots of added sugar and weird ingredients that you just don't wanna eat on a regular basis. Check this one out. Now, I love some crunchy snacks. You know, when you just need some crunch. That's why we love Chex Mix so much. Oh my God, some like puppy chow, are you kidding me? Ugh. Well, this is a great protein-packed option, fiber-packed option, and a crunchy option. They are Badabean snacks. I love this brand so much. They come in a ton of different flavors, especially if you go to their website. They have things like cinnamon, chocolate, all kinds of different ones. So if you want sweet, they have that, and they have savory as well. I can always find, I think this is just their original, yeah, their sea salt flavor. I can always find this in the grocery store, oftentimes the sriracha as well. It's a little harder to find all their different flavors, but again, you can find that on Amazon or you go to their website as well. But these are so good. This is their big bag. This is 4.5 ounces. They have small bags as well, which are a little easier for travel, but I wanna have a lot of these on hand. So in about 1 serving, and there's a little over 4 servings in this one bag, you're gonna get 7 grams of protein, you're gonna get 5 grams of fiber, and then it's not super high in sugar. They only have 1 gram of sugar in there. So if you have never heard of Bada beans, it's a bean. They're made from fava beans, and they're these big beans. Here, I'll show you one. There's these big chunky beans. Get that chunky bean. Just wants to focus on my face. It just wants me to eat it. These fava beans get super crunchy and they have this little coating on them. They use a little rice flour in there and then whatever flavor they're doing, if they're doing sriracha or sea salt, and they just make for the best crunchy snack. And not only is the protein gonna keep you full, but the fiber is as well. This is such a great option if you're looking for something crunchy, but you don't wanna turn to, keep saying Chex Mix or puppy chow. That's just on the brain now. Great option. Now another crunchy option for you. This is Bubba's Snack Mix. So this is a Colorado brand, which I always love. So hopefully you can get this where you are. And so the ingredients, they have bananas in here. They're nice and crunchy. They have things like pecans, cashews, and they use coconut oil in here instead of things like soybean oil or sunflower oil. So many companies use canola oil and different vegetable oils. So I really love it when a brand stays away from that and pays a little extra money to use avocado or coconut oil or butter. How good does that sound? But it has different things like coconut aminos, which gives it a good little flavor, and then turmeric, paprika, salt, all kinds of things. And it tastes so good. I'll show you what it looks like inside, because to me, they kind of taste like, instead of bananas, plantain chips. So we got this nice little plantain chip, and then you got cashews in here that are really seasoned well. So you're gonna get that nice fat boost from the coconut oil and from the pecans and the cashews that are gonna keep you satiated, but you're also going to get that crunch that you're looking for when you're just sitting in the airport doing a little bit of nothing, waiting for your flight. Love this brand. And this size is perfect for packing. It's not super big, it's about 4 ounces. So we have the protein with our jerky, the cleaner form of a jerky, and then we have some protein and fiber options from these crunchy snacks. Now let's get a little chewy, a little sweet. Let's go for some dried fruit. Now, when you start looking at dried fruits out there when you're at the grocery store, a lot of them will have different types of sugar in them. And I like to just find dried fruit that has just dried fruit in it. And I always turn to Natural Grocers for that. They always have some really good dried fruit options that they make themselves. So this is a chili lime mango. The mango at Natural Grocers, oh my God, I can smell it through the bag. It's unbelievable. It's so good. So the only ingredients in this, we got mango, yes please, organic mango, organic lime juice, organic chili powder, and organic paprika, okay? No added sugar because it doesn't need it. This is a really sugary snack already, being dried fruit. You don't need to add sugar to it. If you start reading labels, you'll notice that so many brands put sugar into their dried fruit and you just don't need it. This has plenty of sugar. And so when I'm looking for a chewy snack, I'm looking for that little energy boost that I'm gonna get from a little added sugar. This is a great option. And the chili lime, it's perfect because it's sweet, it's salty, it's, you know, whatever that is. Hits you at the back of the throat. Really good option. Try this one out. And then of course, we gotta look at bars. Bars are the easiest one to turn to. One of my girlfriends said once, bars will give you 1 hour. And that's what they really do for me. I got 1 hour out of a bar. If you can get more than 1 hour, fantastic. But my body's like, hey, I need a real meal. I need some chicken, I need some rice, I need some beans, I need a salad. But bars will usually last me about an hour. So I look for a little cleaner versions of bars. One of my favorites is B.T.R Bar. These bars have about 7 to 10 grams of plant-based protein. And I'm not all about the plant-based protein. I love the whey-based protein, whatever you can find. But if you are plant-based, this is a great option. And they have less than 1 gram of sugar per bar. So they don't add any of these weird sugars. They don't add any preservatives, things like natural flavors. What are natural flavors? Like, what's that mean? I don't really know what that means. Let me know in the comment section below if you do. But these bars are incredible options if you just want about an hour of energy, you just need to tide yourself over a bit, and you just want some adaptogens and superfoods in it, great option. And I got one more bar for you, but don't worry, I'm gonna list even more snack ideas in the comment section below if you're just trying to find bars that you like, more crunchy snacks, more dried fruit, or just healthier brands out there. I'll link more. Last but not least, 88 Acres. Oh, this one is fantastic. Okay, dark chocolate, sea salt, seed, and oat bars. So this brand, 88 Acres, I found out about when I was going to a smoothie bowl place here in Denver called Whole Soul. They had this granola on top that was just fantastic. And I asked them, where do you get granola? And they said that they worked with a brand called 88 Acres, and every time 88 Acres would square their bars up, they would have all the remaining outside ingredients, and instead of just throwing that away, they would give it to Whole Soul. They had this little partnership, and then Whole Soul could use it for granola. Well, I fell in love with this brand, and they've been really expanding and exploding in my eyes because they're doing so well. But they have things like seed butters, they have seed granola, and then they also have these seed and oat bars. So it's made in a completely allergen-free facility, and this facility is free of any of those allergens like dairy, egg, sesame, soy, tree nuts, and peanuts. So if you have a tree nut allergy, peanut allergy, which are pretty common, guess what? You don't have to worry about that with 88 acres. And these bars are so freaking good. And they're really simple too. So you're gonna get things like oats. Yes, please. Always looking for oats. I just love oats right now, especially during pregnancy. I had oats for dinner the other night. Then you got pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, dark chocolate, brown rice syrup, maple syrup, flax seeds, and sea salt. That's it. I mean, that didn't take me much time to read at all compared to some of those bars out there where you're like, what is in all this? So I love pumpkin seeds because they're packed with zinc, and zinc is all about healing. I always think about zinc for my skin. If I want to deal with any skin issues going on, zinc is fantastic. So I always love finding pumpkin in any of my granola bars or granolas out there. And 88 Acres has pumpkin seeds in both of their granolas. Oh my God, it's so good. Their granola is so good. This bar has about 200 calories in it. I tend to keep these in my car. And so if I'm running errands between meals, I'll have one of these bars, and it tends to give me an hour and a half to 2 hours. This one sustains me a little bit longer. That's it. That's what I'm packing with me to Cabo. And of course, I bought 2 of everything. I mean, two. I'm not sharing with Brian. I mean, I may be pregnant, but I didn't share before pregnancy. That's just like not happening when it comes to snacks. If you're gonna be with me, pack your own snacks, or I'll pack it for you if you're my husband. So I'm gonna pack these to Cabo for our baby moon, along with packing my suitcase this week. I am getting so pumped to leave. But like I said before, I'm gonna list even more snack ideas in the description below, so just check that out. I'll name some of my favorite brands, have cleaner options out there so you can make the best choices for yourself and your health and the health of your whole family while you're traveling. I'm Juli Bauer Roth of PaleoMG. It's time to snack. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you want to watch even more videos, I have some coming up I think you're gonna like.